Hi, we've got some news to cover. It has been reported by Sam Edmund that the Carlton Football Club and Michael Voss will agree on a 2-year extension, which will see him coach all the way through to the 2026 AFL season. This is surprisingly different, good news to get before a season starts. It has been reported also that the conversations began at some point late in 2023. Obviously wanted to wait until the season ended. And I guess it's a good time to reflect on the 2 years that it's been with Michael Voss as coach and what he has been through, not only at Carlton, but also in his career. You look at the journey, you look at the narrative before he was signed as the Carlton coach around, second chances with coaches. And, he'd done his stint at Brisbane as a coach. Then he moved to Port Adelaide for a while. But, from where I sit and from my lens, I think once you find your people, I think stability is important. And this is really just another layer in the story of the entire club, which, shows that we are a different club than what we have been for a long time. And that is a club that, backs in its people. And I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with the news. I like that it's coming, before the season starts. Obviously, it hasn't been made official yet. They are just reports at the moment. But Sam Edmund is a top-class journalist, and it would make sense to get this done before the season starts. And that would be different. That would mean, if he is out of contract, undoubtedly there are going to be challenges that come this season. And so it just means we don't need to worry about the conjecture around, is he going to sign, is he not? And I think that's a good thing. Any chance you get to sign these contracts, whether it's a coach, whether it's a player, I think it's a good sign. For me, I think he's going to be a long-term coach. I did touch on his history and, his coaching history. For whatever reason, there was that hesitancy to bring in a coach who had already coached and didn't win a premiership. And I think the industry looks at premierships. Well, at the end of the day, a premiership just cements legacy. So I understand why we view it in such a light. In retrospect, I guess only the Brisbane Lions and Michael Voss can probably answer this as to, whether it was too early for him to have coached. The point I'm making is there was context behind the reason why it maybe didn't work at Brisbane. The work he did at Port Adelaide has been very well documented, not only from Port Adelaide, but, their players. I remember Ollie Wines specifically crediting Michael Voss and the work that he had done with him prior to him winning the Brownlow medal. And so, this is a good timing for us, and it's good to be on the end of this type of news. I don't think I'll ever take it for granted what this type of news does for any team, but for ours in particular, we are just coming out of a period of time where coaches were coming and going and the like. So, yes. Now, and I mean, also when you talk about adversity, if you zero it into the Carlton story, I mean, round 13, at the end of round 13, 2023, we're sitting on, 4.5 wins, something like that. To have that turnaround, go on that 9-game winning streak, I guess it was the test for Michael Voss at Carlton. It was the test for everyone who had come into the club from an external source and who was relatively new. So past that, it just adds to the stability, and I like it. I like the move. What about you? What do you think about the news to extend Michael Voss's contract? Let's chat about it in the comments, and we will cover it when it becomes official, but it's good to start these conversations at this point. Chat to you soon. Go Blues.